Hey guys, welcome to a long overdue tutorial. This tutorial is going to show you how to make a bokeh effect on Photoshop. I've gotten this tutorial from a website called Abduzi Do, I think it's called. As you can see here, Abduzi Do. So all credit goes to them. Now, to start this, you want to open up Photoshop, go to File, New, and make a screen resolution of 1920 by 1200. You could always change it if you need to. Now, you do not want a pure black background for this, so you want to make it an offset grayish color. I find around 2A is good. Okay, so the color I'm going to be using is 2F, 2F, 2F. I'm going to fill that in. Now, you want to make a new layer to make your brush on, and hide your background layer by clicking the eye icon on the background layer. Now, you want to change your color back to black for this brush. Go to your ellipse tool and make a circle. I want a bigger circle than that. Okay. Now, right click the shape layer and hit rasterize layer. This will allow us to actually make this shape into a brush. Now, down in your color palettes menu, click FX and then blending options. Change the fill opacity under advanced blending to 50%. And then in stroke, you want to go for the size to be 10 and the position from outside to inside. Now you're basically done with your brush. Now you gotta hold Command on a Mac, Control on a PC, and click the thumbnail. This will select the brush and go to Edit, Define Brush Presets. Now you can name your brush. I already have one named, so I won't name it now. Then you could delete this layer and hit Control or Command D to get rid of this selection. Now, duplicate your background layer by right clicking and going to duplicate. Now make a new folder by going to the folder right here and rename it Bokeh, or whatever you want to name it, and change this from pass through to color dodge. Now go to Windows and go to brush and select your brush tool. Now find the brush you've been working with. Oops. Find the brush you've been working with, and then you'll notice on the left side here all these menus will be unchecked. So you want to go and check them one by one, because if not, your brush will look like this. So check shape dynamics, leave that as is. Go to scattering, and this is where you can play around with things to change it to your liking. Down here, the more you change the count, the higher amount of the brush will pop out at once. So I like mine at 2 or 1. Now, go to transfer. On some Photoshops this says, I think, other. For the opacity jitter, I'm going to turn it down a little. And for the flow jitter, I'm going to keep it around 30%. Now you're done. Now what you want to do is make a new layer in the bokeh folder. Oh, you know what? No. Before you do that, we got to do the most important part. On the background copy, go to the FX down here and go to Gradient Overlay. Now, you're going to have to make your own gradient for this, but I already have one made. I'm just going to change from orange to red. Change the angle to 45 degrees, and your blend mode to overlay. Hit OK. And then change the background itself to overlay as well. This will make the thing dark. Now, in your bokeh folder, create a new layer. Now, make sure you have your bokeh brush selected and go to your color menu and click these two little arrows to switch the foreground and background. Because for this brush you need it to be white. And you could turn down your brush to around 500%. Now, when you click, you'll notice that your brush will make that. You click again, click again, click again. Now you basically click until you're satisfied. Now you're going to have 3 layers for this, so don't go too crazy. And one more. Okay. Now, go to Filters, Blur, Gaussian Blur. That's the wrong one. Cancel. Filters, Blur, Gaussian Blur. And change the Gaussian Blur up to 20. Okay, this is going to add depth to your picture. Make another new layer. And do the same exact thing. Add brush effects. And right there. Oh no. Okay. Now do it again. Filters, blur, Gaussian blur. This time change it down to 4. So, you know what? Turn up a little more than that. Around 8. Now you have your second layer of depth. Now make another new layer. And this time you can actually turn up your brush a little. No, it's too bright. Can't seem to get any brushes up here. Oh, that's whatever. That's good. Now, go to Filters, Blur, Gaussian Blur, and this time just do it 1. And now you have your bokeh background. Now all you gotta do is add text somewhere on this image, and you'll have a nice looking background. I'll zoom in a little. And as you see, it actually comes out very nice. This one wasn't too nice because I'm rushing a little because I'm doing the video, and I've been recording a couple videos of this because I've messed up quite a bit. And it's also, I think, 1 o'clock in the morning, so I'm a little tired. But it still came out pretty nice. I still got a good result. And if you actually take your time, you actually get better results. And all I gotta say is thank you for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe.